Welcome back, everyone. I'm JayborinoPlays. This is Odyssey. Custom campaign for Starcraft 2. What did you expect it was going to be? We're on mission 7. Last mission, so cool. The last two missions have been really cool, but the last one particularly, we learned so much about the plot. I've never been this intrigued about a plot, you know, other than, obviously, the main Starcraft 2 plot. This is so well done. The dialogue is incredibly well written. Obviously, there have been other custom campaigns with incredible plot lines. I'm just so excited about this one right now. I'm so intrigued. The cinematics are so well done, and the storytelling. All right, the Siege of Arkingston. Suppose that leaves little to the imagination of what this mission is going to be. The night carries on in the wilderness grid areas between Terra Valley and the town of Arkingston. As the Hell's Rejects sleep while the Soulless Ravens take their watch, there is only one who remains awake. Harsh cannot stop thinking about what the UEC prisoner he took had shared with them. Long had the Terrans of the Karjan Quadrant wondered what had happened to the millions who had departed from Old Earth on the first Exodus. The Koprulu Sector's colonials had thrived, much like Harsh's ancestors have done in the Karjan Quadrant. However, unlike Federation-controlled space, the Koprulu Sector's Terrans were pitted against two alien races, and one of those is now plaguing Duros 3 as well. He remembers crossing the labs of the battlecruiser Pegasus and witnessing the grotesque experiments being done on the Zerg. The revelation that the Federation was aware of their existence and potentially knew the danger they posed. He tries to set those thoughts aside as he notices the first signs of daylight on the horizon. The Hell's Rejects must continue their way east to reach Arkingston, the Federation's main stronghold on the planet, and the key to control over Duros 3. Alright, certain aspects of a mission may differ according to the difficulty when trying to complete the bonus objective. Time it between attack waves. Alright, sounds good. So this is like a semi-holdout mission? Maybe. I don't really know. We'll see if it's like mission 4. Here we go. Now, the only thing is, I guess you have to suspend your disbelief a little bit on how the Zerg got here at all. Because, I mean, otherwise they were on the other side of the galaxy. But at the same time, they came from Xeris, and Xeris was completely separated from the Koprulu Sector as far as I know. So, theoretically, the Zerg could have gone anywhere. I thought, though, they were all with Overmind. I don't know. Maybe that'll be explained at another time. Either way, I'm willing to suspend a tiny bit of disbelief for that. Road ahead. We're almost there. UEC's around for sure. Looks clear, though. Meeks? Clear. I say we go. Don't try anything funny, Red. Move, people. Go. Everyone's always asking for Meeks' approval. I'm just thinking back to the last couple missions. Everyone's like, Meeks? 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 Stay sharp, soldiers. Well, I'll be damned. Welcome to Arkingston, Hell's Rejects. I had really expected the Federation to turn on the Hell's Rejects because they learned about the Zerg, but it hasn't happened yet. I see the demise of the Hell's Rejects was greatly exaggerated. Ryback? The Federation gave you the Soulless Ravens? They did. A bunch of miscreants, if you ask me. I didn't. What's the situation here? UEC's been gathering nearby. We're expecting an attack soon. How can my guys pitch in? We're hoping Federation reinforcements will arrive any time. Perhaps your dear Heimdall might return. However, we've been able to determine the UEC has been placing planetary cannons. They're certain as well the Federation will send troops. We know at least one of the cannons isn't easily accessible. It will require Reapers, no doubt. We need to disable them then. Make sure the Federation isn't blown to bits upon arrival. What about the civilians we've sent from Terra Valley? They're all locked up on the upper level. Our intel agents managed to identify a few wanted rebels amongst them. Everyone else was supposed to go back to Terra Valley tomorrow. We need to make sure they stay safe. How is Arkingston weaponry-wise? Pitiful. All vehicles factories were sent away to fight rebels and didn't manage to return before these invaders kicked in. What about infantry's heavy ordnances? The production lines have been offline for weeks, sabotaged when the rebellion began. We had trucks due for today with necessary repair materials. They never got here, either destroyed or hiding somewhere. Lovely. We need to prepare for the worst. Indeed. My forces will continue to secure Arkingston while your Hell's rejects deal with those cannons. Get to it, Mr. Harsh. That's Captain Harsh, bitch. What? This isn't fair, Captain. We've just arrived. Our men are burnt out. I know, Masterson, but those cannons need to be eliminated, and I don't trust Ryback with that. You clearly don't like that bloke. What's your beef with him besides the obvious? Ryback's a company man. He'd kill his own mother if the Federation asked him nicely enough. Tyranny would throw a fit if he knew the Solus Ravens were given to him. Oh, great. More incompetent command. Great. Captain Harsh, what do we do with this scum? Dismantle his suit and secure him in the brig. Move it. You can't win this fight, Colonial. You need to surrender. I said move it. Yeah, give him a little shove. Okay, so we have a command center, so this is not just micro. We actually have to build an army to do this. Okay, well, we have bunkers, so that what was all that talk about the Solus Ravens securing Arkingston? It kind of seems like I have to kill the cannons and secure Arkingston. Cool. All right, let's throw down a tech lab right away. I'm going to send 2 Marines over here and 2 Marines over here so we can fill up these bunkers. The question is, can we research? No, I was going to say, can we research the building upgrades? We cannot. Okay, so I'm just going to make SCVs, and then I'm probably going to go ahead and throw an SCV, 1 or 2 SCVs on each edge. So I'm going to focus on defense. It's pretty common. Pretty much, if it's a macro mission, assess what you need for defense first, because, you know, don't die is kind of the unsaid objective of every map, so don't die. At least that's my plan. I don't want to get supply blocked just by building SCVs, so let's go ahead and throw down a supply depot. And then we'll send an SCV up here, and we'll send an SCV over to the left to repair, because I assume the attacks are going to start coming pretty soon, and we'll just keep queuing up SCVs. I really like the inside of Arkingston here. This is really neat. I like how there's like drop pods like the UEC has been dropping in their base, so there's like wreckage and empty drop pods. Here are our prisoners up here. This is cool too. I like the missile turrets on the terrain, like defending whatever this is, our comm tower or whatever. Anyway, let's just keep making SCVs. I don't want to fall behind here because I'm rambling. I will go ahead and queue up my +1 weapons. Why not? No +2 yet. Okay, so I was told that the first act of this campaign was supposed to be about 14 missions, give or take. So there's only 8 released, so that to me explains exactly why the tech has been a slow build-up. And to be honest, I think tech build-up is one of the least important things when it comes to a custom campaign, unless you've made a lot of custom units. In that case, you want to make sure you're teching up to allow your players to experience that. But otherwise, I think that this campaign covers really the most important things, which is unique gameplay. You have things like artillery strikes and all sorts of stuff. And like walking through the battlecruiser, using the terrain as cover, stuff like that. That's just really, really, really neat. And then a really, really exciting and engaging story that has a vague link to original Starcraft. That's one of my favorite parts about this. And the dialogue, the storytelling is very, very, very well written. It flows very well. And you have cinematics. And some people might say they're too long. All right, I understand that. But I like these cinematics. They're really, really engaging.
Not enough minerals.
Okay, enough about that. Let's focus on the mission here. We need to keep making supply depots because I'm already building up an army. I don't know when I want to push out here. I'm kind of waiting to see what kind of attacks we're looking at first. So let's start sending up extra SCVs so we can do kind of a double repair. And then I'll probably get a 3rd bunker on each side, depending on what we're looking at. Maybe missile turrets.
Not enough minerals.
And I have a force here where I can move it if necessary. What can we get here? We can get Stimpack now. All right. Well, let's get combat shields. Yeah, let's get combat shields. All right, what are we looking at here? So Marauders, Goliaths. And, yeah, Marauders, Goliaths, and a couple Marines. Okay, so yeah, I'm thinking like a third bunker would probably wrap up this defense pretty nice. Okay, so yeah, you guys go ahead and move on over here. We get a double repair. There should be no problem.
Add-on complete.
Okay, yeah, let's throw down this, and let's keep getting Marauders, Marines,
Not
Marauders and
enough
Marines, really,
minerals.
that's it. Yeah, and then I'll get some more. Eventually I'll get more. What am I thinking? I'll get more something. Sorry, I got distracted. I get distracted very easily. So we'll throw down bunker here. And then we'll go ahead and send these people over to the left. And then we'll start making like a new army here. Keep making SCVs. Let's send a third SCV to each side, one for each bunker, and I would say I'd feel pretty comfortable in my defense. So that should be pretty good. And then let's not stop making units. So,
Additional supply.
well, never mind, we're supply blocked. What? You know what? It wouldn't be a true macro mission unless I got supply blocked. There we go. You know, I do that for you. I think of it this way. I purposefully let myself get supply blocked, and then you feel like you're a really good Starcraft player. All right? You can thank me. You should be thanking me every time that I get supply blocked. Oh, man. Jayborino, what a nice guy letting himself get supply blocked. I mean, he wouldn't need to do that, right? He obviously, playing at his A game, would never get supply blocked, but he does it for us, the viewer, you know? It's a little humorous, and then I know, like, I would never get supply blocked. Not me, no. Not in Big Gold League. We don't get supply blocked in Gold League. Alright, well that went on a little longer than I would have liked. I'm going to continue to not get supply blocked and then keep making... I'm thinking Marauders this game because there are a lot of Goliaths on the map. So I'm going to get Marauders, Marines, Medics, obviously, but I might focus a little more on Marauders. Question, yes, okay. Stimpack will apply to Marauders, it looks like. Concussive Shells is not available in the Tech Lab, so... Not sure what's going on with that. Alright, this is looking good. This is good. This is good. Okay, so yeah, I think that's just the right amount of stuff. What I will also do is get a turret on each end, because I don't know what the fuck is going to happen this mission. I will do the same up here, again, because I don't know what the fuck is going to happen this mission. StarCraft 2 turrets are so good compared to StarCraft 1 turrets, and the reason I bring that up is because I have been testing the new Enslavers Redux maps, and they are awesome, by the way. That actually spawned from the Team Liquid thread for Mass Recall a long time ago, maybe 6 months ago, maybe a little more, maybe a little less, I'm not really sure, but it was a while ago, and I had brought up Talonil and I, and one of my viewers was talking about, you know, the Enslavers maps that I played were really dry, like very long, very, you know, they appeal to a certain group, and I am not a part of that group, so I appreciate the maps for what they are, but I personally didn't really like, I don't like that kind of play. If it's repetitive. Like, I don't mind one mission like that, but, you know, 6 in a row is pretty tough. If you watch my Enslavers, you know, playthrough, you know what I mean. Anyway, so the Enslavers Redux maps, that viewer, who, his name is Omega Weapon, you can find him on Mapster now, he pretty much took it upon himself and basically remade Enslavers with, like, a ton of, a lot of, customized and creative liberties. So imagine like a reimagined Enslavers with a whole new plot that is, it almost acts like a linkage. Like a lot of like StarCraft lore is now sort of wrapped up, and he includes it. I don't know how else to describe it, but he kind of includes new lore in it and also old lore. It's really, really cool. It's really cool. I would recommend go and test it on Mapster if you're interested, and it's nothing like the Enslavers that I played. Anyway, enough about that. We are playing Odyssey. So we are still getting attacked. I'm feeling pretty comfortable. The day is changing to night. I like that a lot. That's really cool. I'm going to get 2 more barracks, and I'm going to start pumping out all kinds of units, because I don't know how much I need to go and actually destroy these cannons. So that's why I'm taking my time. And yeah, I'm not really sure. I'm not sure exactly when it's time to move out. Let's just make more Marines, more medics, more of everything, really. I think we're fine. That's probably too many medics. We'll get a Marauder in there. Also, I know that I need to make a lot of Reapers, because apparently one of these is atop a plateau that is only accessible by Reapers. So I'll focus on that one last. I still don't really understand why these prisoners are up here. I mean, am I going to have to defend them? There's like turrets up here and stuff, so that to me kind of means like, hey, maybe we need to help them? I don't know if the UEC is coming. The UEC is such a cool concept. It's like the sister fleet of the UED. I think that's one of the coolest concepts. The idea that there was like a second Exodus, which is just an entirely independent creative liberty that, you know, this map maker has taken. Oh yeah. Oh, they're coming. All right. I just F2'd. I'm going to head up there. Oh, they're killing these people. They're shooting the civilians. Get in there. Those dicks. Don't allow any more of them to come to those prisoners. Sound the alarm if more drop pods are sighted. Okay, so we're going to have to leave a force here. So maybe like this group, and then this is going to be our offensive group eventually. So Marauders, Marines, medics. Okay, and then we'll just rebuild all of this. Oh, we have to add our new barracks. No problem. And then we'll make even more supply depots. And then I think I'm going to move out here pretty soon because I want to make sure I leave supply for when I need to make a shit ton of Reapers, which is I assume is going to be pretty soon. So I've got a little force up here, and we'll see what sort of drops they're sending on me and if I need to put more up here or not. Maybe I can make a bunker. The thing is, there's several groups of prisoners, and I don't know where they're going to drop. So where's the most central location? Probably over here, right? Well, there's guys here too. Probably on the left side right in here, and then we can easily move to and from where they're going to drop once we see. Don't lose more than 75 prisoners. Okay, and then we have to find those maintenance trucks too. Whatever the fuck that is. All right. Here we go. Marines, medics, Marauders. I would say we're pretty close to moving out here soon. I am getting a tiny amount of frame rate, probably because of the amount of detail on this map. I could bump down my graphical settings. Not really a big deal. What are we down? 14. That is pretty low. Actually, if you go in the how to play for these maps, it even says low frame rate incoming. Honestly, I would rather have a cooler looking map with slightly lower frame rate, because it will go away eventually as the map dies down. Okay, so we're looking good on money. And everything new, just rally right here. And this group, we are going to go. Drop pod incoming. Oh, okay, so it pings where it's going to drop. So now we can get through here and hopefully save these people. So let's just hang out here. Don't let them kill anybody. Don't... Oh, well, they killed somebody. I lost 4 people already. What the hell? They, like, instantly start attacking this... They ignore me. They want to kill those prisoners so badly that they go to their death knowing that they could kill 4 unarmed people. Okay, well, let's get out there. I really want to try to find those maintenance trucks, too. I don't know what they're going to do. Let's check the tips before it's too late. The civilian farmers from Terra Valley have been locked in the cells of Arkingston for questioning. Most of them are innocent of their crimes committed. Protect them. Okay, that makes sense. Captain Elias Ryback is the new captain of the Solus Ravens, substituting Terrain Striker. Okay, so Striker was... Oh, the Solus Ravens are his. I forgot about that. Okay, so that's why the Solus Ravens probably wouldn't turn on us. I don't know, though. But this Ryback guy, it was emphasized that he was a company guy, so maybe the Federation's going to be like, hey, Ryback, why don't you kill those guys? They found the critters we were working on, and Ryback's like, no problem, and murders us, because that was kind of how he was introduced. Luxury cars as a young man in Centenilius. Anyway, as such, he is disliked by subordinates and peers. Okay, this is talking about Arkingston. Go ahead and read those if you will. And I have a pretty nice force here. I'm looking out for like little crevices where the maintenance trucks might, excuse me, be like right here. All right, let's head down here. Be on your guard. Maybe like 80 Reapers are gonna jump down on me like in clipped wings. Is there nothing down here? No, there is not. Okay, maybe that's where attacks spawn from or something. I'm not sure. All right, this is fine. My defenses are pretty much fine. Let's move a few more units up there to help defend so that we don't just slowly lose colonists. Here's another small entrance. I don't know if we're going to see... Oh, no, wait, there's a truck. There's a truck! Found one of the trucks. Make sure it gets to Arkingston in one piece.
Base is under attack.
This truck carries power cells vital to armor factories in Arkingston. Okay, so now we take control of this. Let's focus on destroying this attack. I will stim, because I have medics. And my Marauders can stim too, which is just so darn good. Alright, truck. Oh, we got a little beacon. We got to take the truck too. So all of you, minus the truck, let's just follow closely, make sure we don't lose anything. This looked like the one in the cutscene. This cannon, the planetary cannon, that looked like it was the one that was on a plateau. I'm not sure. I'm kind of taking my time here. I probably don't need to be going so slow. Alright, that thing is definitely okay. It's like where it needs to be. Let's move this, and we have to go save the prisoners. Got to react quickly because those drop pods come down very, very fast. Alright, stop, and again, will they immediately attack the prisoners? I think I saved... Oh, they killed one already. Yeah, I'm going to hemorrhage prisoners, so I actually am on a slight constraint of time here. So let's get going. I'm going to swing up here to the left, see if we can find the other truck. Maybe take out this guy up here, maybe push out the other direction. I don't know. Anyway, well done, Mr. Harsh. Stop calling me Mr. Harsh. Nitro packs for Reapers are now equipped and structures have had their armor increased. That's good. Okay, we don't even have to upgrade it. Ooh, I wonder if concussive shells is the other one. We have to make sure we find that. Nitro packs is good, but I don't really need Reapers right now. I will later though.
Base is under attack.
What? The UEC also has shredder turrets? All right, well, let's just push in. My guys are getting kind of stuck on some of the doodads there. I gotta be a little careful. This seems like an area where they spawn from. I'm not even gonna fuck with that. There's no point. Let's keep moving up though. We have to be careful here because we can get bottlenecked inside these trucks. None of these are our truck, right? There's nowhere to like... Okay, we can't even go this way, so let's cut across and see where we can go. You guys move back a little bit so that you're ready to move to the next area. Again, we might lose 1 to 2 prisoners per drop, so I am kind of on a time limit here. Well, if I lose 1 prisoner per drop and there's a drop every 5 minutes, I don't think I would ever actually lose this. Stim up, just kill this. This group was probably on its way to attack my base. Let's heal up here. Medics, you are so good. Alright, get in there. We're going to lose a Marine. Stop, move in. Incoming drop pod on the upper level. That's up here. Stim and get over there. Quickly, quickly, quickly. Oh, I'm going to lose some prisoners, aren't I? Oh, never mind. Aha! Now these ones wanted to protect their own lives. Good for them. Good for them. Leave the prisoners alone. So it looks like all of like the residential areas out in the fields are just destroyed because the UEC just murdered everybody on their way in. So it was explained that the UEC was here to like take control of the sector so that they could have an area for like Earth colonists to come to because like Earth is dying and the people are starving, which I don't know if that was the thing in Brood War or not. I don't remember. And that's the thing. If you're going to make something that's slightly lore-related, you have to be ready for people to get, like, really up in arms about, like, official lore. And, like, oh, well, on the wiki it says this. And that's, you know, that's fine. Some people just really like the lore and, you know, something's official and you go against that, then... I don't know. I don't know if it was ever said, though. I don't know if this takes place before or after the Brood War. Well, no, the UEC had said they were in contact with the UED, so this is either during the Brood War or slightly after the Brood War, after the UED was wiped out. So, who knows? Alright, so... Is there an area to go in here? I want to check for these trucks. Truck? You in here, truck? Oh, yeah, there you are. Another truck was hiding here. Make sure it gets to safety intact. Okay, I gotta be real careful with this truck. Have it follow closely behind because there are enemies right here. Get to the upper level. It's going to get hit, so stim again. Come on over here. Attack in that direction. Alright, truck inch up like down here. I might just go ahead and take out this
Base is under attack.
take out this cannon while I'm here. And I'll just keep the truck, as long as I keep the truck kind of close to myself, I'll be okay. That is a shredder turret. I don't know why the UEC has these. They probably took over ours. I like how they call in drops. That's really neat. They call in drops to defend. I like that quite a bit. Kill the enemy. Alright, just stim. There's a Goliath here, but my units aren't attacking the Goliaths. They're just trying to kill the enemy units. Let's just avoid that. Alright, truck. All of you come on down here. And we're going to scoot through here. There might be a bunker. As long as the truck isn't in the front, it'll be fine. And especially if they're sending an attack at this very moment. Alright, no. Everybody... Oh, I have the truck selected. You can't attack when you have the truck selected. Kill the shredder turret. Yeah, hide in the wheat fields, truck. Okay, we should be good, assuming we don't run into UEC, like, right at this moment. I think we're okay. Oh, my God. Oh, truck. Not like this. Stim. Truck. Oh, God. Well, luckily it's considered neutral by the enemy. Well, it's not neutral, but it's non-combative, so the enemy just sort of disregards it. All right, we got it. And we got one of the cannons. I'm hoping this will give me concussive shells. I can only imagine it will. Let's start making a shit ton of Reapers, because apparently we're going to need a lot of those. So queue those up all over there. We are out of money. Well, we're not out of money. We have a shit ton of money, but we're out of mineable minerals, I should say. You Hell's Rejects do have your uses. Shut the fuck up, Ryback. Concussive shells for Marauder and Shrike turrets for bunkers are now equipped. That's cool. I like that. I like how that's an option. Okay. Very, very cool. This group seemed decent at helping people. Wait a minute. Did I lose a whole group? I lost 24. Okay, well, I lost a lot of people somehow. So let's get up here and make sure we protect this. I must have just missed one. I must have just completely ignored one. I probably even read what was on the screen and then just completely ignored it. Okay, well, we saved that group. Let's go. We have to go up this direction, right? We have to move up in this direction, swing around here, and probably right through here, and we can kill this one. And then we need Reapers to destroy this one. Now, this is Heart of the Swarm, so Reapers do not have... They don't have building attacks, but they do have cluster bombs. And I think cluster bombs do damage to buildings. Yeah, when I played the Lost of Ire, cluster bombs definitely did damage to buildings. So I can probably use those to nuke down something. All right, let's just kill this bunker. Let's just kill it. This force hopefully is more than enough. This Marauder's really taking the heat. Microed him out. Maybe I didn't lose anything. All right, let's go. Let's see if we can take this next one out pretty quick. Looks like they've got a basically they've got a starport. All right, attack. I'm getting whittled down slowly because these roads are very narrow. I'm hopeful that this is enough. Oh my god, fuck off. Alrighty. Hopefully this is enough to take out this next base. I don't know, though. It's going to be close. I queued up so many Reapers, though, that maybe we can use them to mop up. I want to make sure I have enough for when it's time to take out the one that's on the plateau. I'm avoiding the edge here. I don't want to fuck around with this up here. I like how you can kind of see the edges of the UEC base. Just to show, like, they're here. They've got better bunkers than you and a ton of missile turrets, and you can see, like, the edges of, like, high-tech buildings. That's pretty cool. All right, drop pod. Let's not fuck around with this one. Of course, it's farthest away from the one that we're currently at. All right, murder the bunker. I would say I'm in pretty good shape here. Another Shrike turret. Not a Shrike turret, a Shredder turret. I can only assume that these were our turrets that they took over. I don't know, because the Shredder turrets seemed unique. Planetary. They seem unique to the, what's it called? What's the sector called? Karjan. The Karjan Quadrant. Capable of destroying targets within planetary orbit. Destroy it to ensure the Federation can return. Good, good. Regroup and go for the last one. Okay, so this is the last one and what we're going to need Reapers for. So what we can probably do is move down, or move down here and hang out right by the edge, like all the way down here. I'm going to use auto attack too because I don't want to lose anything on my way down. Excuse me, down here, hang out by the ledge, because that way, once my Reapers jump up, they'll give sight and my units on the low ground can help destroy things. But I also have a lot of Reapers. So let's see if we can do this. Yeah, it seems like only when I'm inside Arkingston is when I have slight frame rate issues. I wonder why that is. Anyway, I lost 2 more prisoners. I feel bad that those poor people shouldn't be dying. But I want to take my time and talk about this map, you know? I could have probably finished by now. But I got things to say. I always got things to say. All right, let's wait for this round of Reapers. Slowly. All right, cancel the rest. Cancel the rest. Let's go. This should be more than enough, and we'll just throw down cluster bombs. And let's walk around and meet them here, and then here, and down to here. That should be good. Okay. So here come the Reapers. And cut them off, Reapers. Pincer them in. Shoot them with your double pistols. Attack. Nice. Now Reapers, it doesn't seem like they do a lot of damage, but well, okay, let's stim and go help these prisoners. But if you notice, they do 2 attacks, so they actually do 10 damage against everything, and then 20 versus light. That's actually incredibly good. All right, so let's move these guys up to the edge, and you guys jump up. We got to make this happen. There we go. So now we have vision. Our units can help us. Actually, I don't need those units on the low ground at all. Just kill the cannon. No. Just cool your jets. Move on in. Hold position. Yeah, let those guys die. I don't care. We'll just slowly kill this cannon. I don't even want to engage those bunkers. They tried dropping drop pods to defend themselves. Joke's on them. I've got more than enough. This should be the end of the mission. That was the last one. Really hope the Federation comes. Yeah, I wonder what happened to the Heimdall. I forgot. There's the Sam character on the Heimdall. I wonder if she knew about the Zerg because she was on the battlecruiser. And there's still Terrain, who's just wandering the wilderness. All the cannons are out, Ryback. The Federation should have an easier path to us now. Took your men long enough, but we haven't won yet, Harsh. Oh my god, this guy's getting on my nerves. He's not as bad as Starling, though, because he hasn't explicitly killed civilians. The UEC still has a fully operational outpost, and they're mobilizing against us. You completely failed to take it. Oh my god, are you kidding me? What is that? Oh yeah, that is one big-ass cruiser. Oh, it's a Gorgon model. So our battle cruisers are big motherfucking ships. They're not just like little shitty StarCraft 2 ships. Yeah, kick their asses. Burn them all. Where the hell did that come from, Cap? I don't know and I don't care. Just tell me it's one of ours. Oh, it's not the Heimdall. Okay. No idea, Jared. I've never seen that design before. So I guess our battle cruisers aren't these really cool ones. They're probably normal Gorgons. Not Gorgons. I always forget what they're called. Arkingston's forces, this is battlecruiser Heimdall with the Icarus and Aurora approaching from your northern vector. Anyone alive in there? So it is Federation. It's hard to tell. Alright, Sam is back too. Sam? It's Jared here. You copy? Ah, oh my god. Damn glad to hear you, Jay. We had no idea if the Hell's Rejects had survived the attack on Terra Valley. Most of us are still alive and kicking. You brought one hell of a beast with you. Damn straight. Meet the Cerberus. Brand new statement in Federation superiority. Command dispatched here to back us up. No clue what kind of generators they put in there, but that thing's unstoppable. Glad it's on our side. Minotaur battlecruisers. That's what they're called. Minotaur-class battlecruisers. Seems the day is won, Mr. Harsh. Barely, Ryback. Barely. No thanks to that asshole. Yeah, and what was all that? He was like, oh, we'll secure Arkingston. It kind of seemed like I was the one securing Arkingston. You asshole. You didn't help at all. You're already here, Masterson. Good. Yeah, sir. Like you asked. Is the Psychic coming? I think Meeks is sleeping. Like most right now. Let's leave him be. Sam? You there? Yeah, Jared, I'm here. Wondering why I had to wake up at this hour. Got the bridge to yourself, I take it. Have you already heard the rumors about the aliens? On the planet? Yeah. People have been hitting the stim packs a bit too much, I wonder. Oh no. I've seen them. Being dissected inside the labs of the Pegasus. That is just crazy. That's why you called me? You think the Heimdall has alien animals too? Simple. Access the camps from the labs. On it. Let me just... wait. What the? What's wrong, Sam? Can't access them. The lab ones. Someone locked the system and locked it well. Better than what I could have. Which probably means our labs do have Zerg. And somebody's watching us. Why would the Federation be doing this? And why keep it hidden from us? They're definitely trying to keep them under wraps. Why are we caring? We have bigger concerns with the UEC. Haven't you been debriefed yet? It's scheduled for tomorrow, Sam. What's the word? The United Earth Coalition is all over the quadrant. They obviously know us well. I'd bet they've observed us for quite a while before launching their invasion. It's what we would do. Have they made any attempts on the capital? Yeah. We haven't been able to contact Centennialus. Centennialus? I don't know. The UEC is blockading the planet. Holy shit. That makes absolutely no sense. The Federation creates a new battlecruiser model with shield tech we haven't seen before and sends it here, instead of defending the capital world? Now that you mention it, it's foolish. What's the plan, Cap? Nothing. We'll keep to our duties and hope Federation Command knows what the hell they're doing. That sounds like a terrible idea. What about the Ghost? I trust Meeks, but we can't forget he's an operative assassin. He'll probably just read it off of our minds later. I don't like the sound of that. Me neither, but we don't really have a choice with him around. And the prisoner you took? Red? Not our pet anymore. Some guys from the Cerberus came pick him up. I'd say it's time to leave. Let's get a move on. Sleep tight, Sam. Will do. I feel like Captain Harsh is being a little naive here. Like, it seems so plain to me that his unit is just going to get completely wiped out. I mean, look, there's Meeks just fucking spying us, and someone is watching us through the security cams, too. So either we're going to have to kill Meeks, or Meeks is going to have to kill us, or maybe he'll help us. Who knows? He seemed pretty fond of us, and I don't know. Again, these cutscenes are so well done. I don't even mind that they're long, because they're excellent. The dialogue's great, and the plot is slowly unfolding in a really intriguing way. I'd like to make a toast to the end of a long, long project. A full year locked inside this complex has been terribly harsh, but we have finished and we've managed to succeed. What is this about? Can't wait for tomorrow morning to leave this accursed place and go back home. Don't interrupt me, you rude geneticist. I wasn't done yet. As I was saying, and a very special congratulations to Dr. Heimer for unlocking the last segments of the Strand. Who is still working despite the job being over. Just inputting the last notes and numbers in the system. I'll be done in a few minutes. Dr. Wanda Heimer. Take your time, dear. I feel like this guy should have an accent. Take your time, dear! Is anyone watching this? We have 2 carriers docking. Seems like more military personnel. That's strange. They weren't scheduled. I will never understand why they insist on posting soldiers in research facilities. All personnel should be packing up to leave, and we surely don't need more of those buffoons waving their rifles around like... What was that? Ah, I get it. Cleaning house. Alright. Are those gunshots? Close the gate. Close it now. Wait, don't. Whoa, that guy just flew off the screen. Shut it, Wanda. Yep, okay, yeah, Federation is cleaning house. These guys are probably experimenting with the Zerg. This won't hold them for long. What is happening? They're shooting everyone. What? Who are they? We need to call the Federation. It is the Federation, you clown! Forget that. Help me pry this open. Come on. We'll escape through the vents. That could be the UEC, but I'm assuming it's the Federation. These guys finished their project, and the Federation's just gonna have everyone killed, you know? Especially if they're experimenting on the Zerg. Alright, there's so many directions this plot could go, and it's like he's slowly adding things while also keeping it simple enough that it's not like absurdly flying off in all sorts of directions. Like it's growing at just the right pace that I don't feel overwhelmed. You've got the UEC, who's like the sister fleet of the UED. They know about the Zerg. My only question is, if the UEC knows about the Zerg, why would you still even bother with the sector? Oh, well, the UED's like, fuck, there's Zerg here. And the UEC's like, oh, fuck, there's Zerg here too. Then let's go somewhere else. Go fucking somewhere else. That seems like a terrible idea. I get it, though. They were in, like, deep cryo-sleep, and then they finally got there. Anyway, I enjoyed this mission. The terrain, again, excellent. I love the inside of Arkingston, like the inside of a bombarded, sieged base. Very, very cool. I like that we had to save the prisoners. It just goes to show, you know, we're supposed to like Captain Harsh. I feel like he's just a military man with a good heart, which is exactly why I think he might get murdered, because he's being really naive about this whole, we learned about the Zerg, maybe we can just not say anything about it sort of thing. I mean, he's got the right idea. He shouldn't say anything. But, I don't know. Like, it's... The Federation is functioning just like the Confederacy in the Koprulu system. And there's a revolution akin to the Sons of Coral, I suppose, with the miners, though I guess that's, for the most part, over unless it's brought back at some later point. And we still don't know. It was kind of alluded to that, like, the mysterious figure that started the rebellion, and, you know, we don't know who did that, so maybe there's some other character that will become more involved, and the mining rebellion will also come back to light with the UEC there, and then, obviously, the Zerg. The Confederacy was experimenting on the Zerg and trying to keep it a secret from everyone, too. So there's a lot of parallels, but it's so new and unique. There's a lot of really good, well-written characters, and I kind of care about all of them. So I guess it was confirmed that Sam did know about the Zerg, so she's kind of helping us, and she's on the Heimdall. And I don't know. Let's see what happens next. There's only one mission left that's been released. Ah! Anyway, so here's my plan. I'm going to play the next mission, Mission 8, right? Mission 9 apparently is going to be ready pretty soon. But what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to go ahead and move on to another series after this. And I'm going to wait until the next, like, batch of maps comes out. So it may be a while. It might be several months. It might be a long time. I'm not going to make any estimates because I don't know. But my plan is I'll play these first 8 because they've been the ones that were released in sort of the first map batch, and then I'll probably revisit the series maybe once Act 1 is complete. If it's ever complete, we'll see. We'll worry about it later. But anyway, once I get through Mission 8, we'll be taking a break from the series. I think we will see, unless Mission 9 is magically released very, very, very soon. Alright, this has been JayborinoPlays. Thanks so much for watching. I've rambled a lot because I have a lot to say about this campaign because it is top-notch. Top-notch. All right. I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching again. Bye.